Yeah, amplify, man, baby. We layeth the smacketh down for Smackdown Tuesday, May 28th, 2019. This is the full show review. We might not need a lot of time to review this sumbitch. On the grand scheme of things, it felt like an entertaining program. Was it? I don't know. Let's dissect this thing bit by bit. And I assure you, the Amplified Man is going to do that truth by truth. Our truth, right? A lot of our truth in this program. I'll tell you that for damn sure. We'll start from the top. And I'm talking Owens, Kingston. You think Smackdown is going to start off right with this Money in the Bank rematch? This championship match that was that Money in the Bank. This was the rematch. Owens comes down. You're like, all right, we're going to kick this thing off with this match. I'm down. It seems like a pretty damn good match at Money in the Bank. I'm down with the rematch now. But instead, we got a 3-minute video package documenting the history of Owens and Kingston, like we really needed that for a Smackdown match. The pay-per-view, I understand. 3 minutes of wasted airtime for their Smackdown rematch, not needed. Then we followed that up with a 6-minute back-and-forth promo between Kingston and Owens before their rematch. So they pumped this thing up like it was another pay-per-view match. The one good thing here that I will say is that Kofi Kingston was firing on all cylinders with his promo. And he's been, ever since he's held this championship, this WWE strap, his promos, there is a sincerity, a believability, a fierceness in them. And that is so good to see. Remind you of somebody else that just came back, doesn't it? Dolph Ziggler, his promos have had this sincerity and this fierceness, this believability to them. They just happen to be taking on each other in Saudi Arabia in 7 to 10 days, whatever the fuck it is. I would love to see these two in like a contract signing scenario where they're just face to face in a 7 to 10 minute promo. Back and forth. What Owens and Kingston did last night in that ring, I want to see Dolph and Kofi just back and forth face to face, because promo-wise, there's this believability that could easily just captivate me. Just in the promo alone between Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston. So I love seeing that in Kofi Kingston in those 6 minutes last night of the back and forth promo. But it got to a point where I'm like, let's just get to the match, man. Let's go. The time for talk is done. You've already had your pay-per-view Money in the Bank match. This is a fucking rematch. We got a video package. We got a back and forth promo package. What the fuck are we doing? Let's get it on. And before I actually get to the match, can I just say, Kofi, somebody close to Kofi, please get this word to him. When you're coming down to the ring for an important match or something that should be taken seriously, leave the pancakes behind. If you're coming down for just a promo or just to have some fun with your New Day clique, that's fine. Bring the pancakes, bring the extra fucking Aunt Jemima syrup. I'm good with that. When you're coming down for a fight, a wrestling match, leave the pancakes behind. Nobody wants their heavyweight champion coming down with a platter of buffet cakes. So it was a pretty good match, all in all. 18 minutes, right? It started at about 8:10 Eastern time. It ended at around 8:28, I believe. So that's 18 minutes where Owens looked like a rookie Kevin Steen in there. Kevin Owens he looked like he found that kid in him again. That soul that just loves pro wrestling and this is what he wants to do. It looked like that overtook him last night because that looked like Kevin Steen back in the day. Owens was phenomenal last night, bouncing around the fucking ring as if he is 15 years old. Best I've seen him in years. The finish saw a Trouble in Paradise hit Owens square in his dome piece. This was probably one of the best / greatest Trouble in Paradises I've ever seen. This motherfucking foot was square in Owens' mug. Owens is pinned 1, 2, 3. Again, this was just a badass Trouble in Paradise. So as much as we don't want to see Owens losing that, you obviously couldn't have Kofi lose that match. And the way it ended was definitely believable. Again, a Trouble in Paradise square in the fucking mug of Kevin Owens. Listen, The match itself was only 18 minutes. The whole package together with the video package, the promos beforehand, and then the match, it was the first half an hour basically of SmackDown. And I was good with it, man. That was a good match and a good way to kick off the show. When you had a Monday Night Raw like the night previous that kind of dragged, it was really good to kick off SmackDown with an actual wrestling match, and a good one at that. So that was really cool. For the Amplified man, it stayed pretty damn good, because we go to the back and we see a paranoid R-Truth. He's talking to Carmella. He's saying he's had people following him everywhere, from the supermarket to the restaurant, even to the dentist. And they hear someone coming, so just like last week, I mean, they're hiding. They don't know if it's a stampede, if it's just one person, maybe 3 or 4 people. So they hear someone coming, they hide in one of the side rooms. It ends up being Drake Maverick with his whole plethora of wanted R-Truth flyers, which I love this Drake Maverick story/gimmick that he is playing up. If you guys don't know, R-Truth and Drake Maverick have been playing these roles online on their social media flawlessly. They have been living their character 24/7, and that is what's really making it even more fun. So Drake Maverick is going by the room that they're hiding in, and he's putting up these flyers, and he keeps on walking. Truth and Carmella peek out, they see the coast is clear, and they head out. Now later on, there was a little bit of a chase for R-Truth. He hides again, he thinks the coast is clear, he walks out, and of course, just like last week, Drake Maverick is the last son of a bitch. He can't keep up with everyone else. So Truth thinks it's all clear. He goes to turn around. Boom! Maverick runs into Truth. All of Drake Maverick's flyers go all in the air and crashing to the floor. Drake Maverick is concerned about his flyers, so he gets down on one knee and he starts picking up his flyers. R-Truth, playing the gimmick that R-Truth plays, he starts helping out Drake Maverick. I'm sorry, man, I got you. And he starts helping him out, and they look up and they meet eye to eye. And R-Truth just starts running, man. The chase is on again. So I definitely love this, man. I understand. There's a part of the community that just they've lost their fucking their fun spell in pro wrestling, or at least with WWE, right? They just want it to be serious. They want their actual legit prestigious titles to mean something again. And to them, all they need is another fucking title, and at that, be a joke title, a jobber title as they call it. I understand, guys. It sucks for you. I do understand, and it sucks for you. I'm with you. I will join your fight just like I have for the longest time about making the Universal, the WWE, the IC, the US, the tag straps, even the women's straps mean something again, meaningful, make them prestigious again. I'm with you. But don't hate the player, hate the game. R-Truth is running away with this gimmick/story that they have with the 24/7 title, and it's something that is awesome. He is more relevant and more entertaining with that title than he was with the US title. And again, there's something tragic in that, in the fact that the US title doesn't really mean anything. It's never entertaining. And here you have a 24/7 title that's supposed to be just a boys' locker room bragging rights title. That's all this is supposed to be. It is supposed to be kind of more on the jokish side. And here it is, actually more entertaining. So I understand if you just want to hate on it, you just don't like it, but if you're being real with yourself, this is some of the most entertaining shit you've seen in WWE in the longest time. So, again, I can't jive with you because I'm loving it, you know. And I try to see every segment and every character and every storyline from every fan's aspect. And again, I understand where you guys are coming from that don't like this, but it's entertaining as fuck. At the end of the day, pro wrestling as a whole is entertainment, whether you like it or not. Even your little AEW had a dude throwing little child kicks at Tommy Dreamer in that Battle Royal. I saw a guy twerking on Tommy Dreamer in the AEW Battle Royal. Nobody made a big deal out of that. Nobody, because AEW is the cool thing now. But when something is actually entertaining in WWE and R-Truth is becoming relevant more now than ever before, it doesn't matter what it's because of. It's an entertainment show. It's an entertainment pro wrestling show that has a pro wrestler getting over again. You go back and you watch, because there's a couple of videos on this very platform when R-Truth actually wins back that title last night after that main event. You hear the crowd in Oklahoma, and they're fucking electric. They wanted to see that. They were entertained. That wasn't Kevin Dunn muting anything like people like to try to say. That was the actual reaction. Those were live cameras inside that arena capturing that footage. People were loving it. Why were they loving it? Because it was fun. It was entertaining. It's okay. I know WWE has been stale and pretty much lifeless for the longest time, but it's okay to be entertained by something in WWE. I know it's not the cool thing to do. I know we're supposed to just hate everything in WWE because that's what we're supposed to do nowadays. Especially if you're a fellow YouTuber in this community and your shtick is being negative and just fucking hating everything, then you're supposed to hate everything. I get it. I get your shtick. I know what you're doing. Just be real with yourself in the mirror. It's fucking fun. Or at least for most people it is. I know for me it is, man. So I'm loving the whole 24/7 concept, the story they have going with R-Truth and even Maverick. The title, I've been advocating for that since I've had this channel. It's back, and I was right all along, man. It brought back a pulse to an otherwise dead company. You know, is that the be-all, end-all? Absolutely not. Does WWE have every other concern to address? No question. Their actual prestigious titles need to be looked at in a prestigious way. No question. That starts with Vince making the right title holders by creating larger-than-life superstars, putting them in storylines we care about, and putting them in feuds and matches we need to see. Until he does that, those belts are going to remain meaningless. The joke title, the jobber title as everybody calls it, this is the most entertaining thing we have right now. So, anybody that says that's taking the focus away from Vince McMahon, that's why the title shouldn't be there. Instead of bringing in another title, whether it's a joke or serious or not, let's concentrate on the titles they have. Guys, there's no fucking question, but he hasn't done that for fucking years. So don't fool yourself. Don't dumb yourself down to a level you don't need to dumb yourself down to. Don't give Vince McMahon the benefit of the doubt, because you're letting Vince McMahon off the hook. This conglomerate company used to make the hardcore 24/7 title legit, while the other prestigious titles were over the top legit. They all worked and played well together. He did it back in the day. There's no reason he can't do it today. And don't feed me the bullshit, BC. It was a hardcore 24/7 title back in the day, and it's a PG era, so it'll never work today. Well, I will respond to you with dear dipshit. It already is working. Looks like you take the L on this one. The hardcore title of the title, the actual fucking slogan that they called it, hardcore 24/7, that meant nothing. Hardcore meant shit. What, because they brought down a trash can to the ring? Or they brought a trash can lid or a kendo stick? Hardcore my ass. What made that special was the fact that it was 24/7, falls count anywhere. Just like it is today. So, obviously, I fucking love this shit. And, anybody that doesn't, man, ooh. This was probably not a good show for you then, because the 24/7 title was a big focal point of this show, because there was more to come later on in the night. I'll get to that soon. First, we go on to Daniel Bryan and Rowan. They give a 5-minute promo inside the ring with their mission statement: save the tag team division and save the planet. Listen, I just love seeing Daniel Bryan, whether it's on the mic or actually fucking wrestling a match. You give me Daniel Bryan, I'll be entertained. I don't know about this whole saving the tag team division and saving the planet concept. I don't know if anybody can save the tag team division. And as far as saving the planet, you might have a better chance saving the planet before you're going to save the WWE tag division. Just saying. This brings out Heavy Machinery. Now, how can anyone not like Otis? That's beyond me. The guy's a nut and I love it. I don't think there is a human being on this earth that actually hates Otis. I'm just saying that's how fucking special this guy is. And I don't mean special like special. I mean special. Like in a good way. Special. Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up because now I'm just digging myself a fucking hole. Otis is a special breed. Let's just leave it at that. So he gets on the mic, and he's just a fucking nut, like I said, talking about how they want a tag team title opportunity. Bryan says, you got yourself a deal. There's even a referee in the ring. But he says, just not tonight. He says it'll be on our time. So we have a future Heavy Machinery versus Daniel Bryan, Eric Rowan match. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not anticipating this. This doesn't excite me. I could give two shits about it. But when it actually happens, it'll be good for Heavy Machinery to get the shot. I'll get to see Daniel Bryan in action. It's four guys I don't believe I've seen before in the ring together. So, I'm on board. I'm just not going to lie and say I'm excited about it. Backstage, we have Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. They're fucking around with Ember Moon. Who is just sitting in the back. Ember Moon is sitting in the back reading a book. Minding her own business, reading a book. That's right, think about that. The fact that Ember Moon and all of her exceptional talent is being utilized in the back reading a book. That is repulsive and it makes me nauseous. Ember Moon is badass. Even if a superstar like Ember Moon is injured, you have her as a main focal point. You set her up as the badass, legit pro wrestler she is. Not reading a book in the back being bullied by Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Come on, bro! This leads into a Mandy Rose versus Carmella match. Now, you guys remember, they had some beef at Money in the Bank. Carmella was upset with Mandy Rose for being a little stiff, a little rough. Then they took to Twitter and they had some beef. And Carmella actually told Mandy Rose on Twitter to go back to NXT and learn how to be safe in the ring. Within an hour, that tweet was taken down. We don't know if the company just found out on their own or Mandy Rose reported it. We don't know. But that shows you there was some type of beef between the two. So now here we are, they're in the ring together, and this match was actually physical. Normally you'd say Mandy Rose, Carmella, take it or leave it, I can leave it. But no, this was actually a physical match. Mandy Rose was firing on all cylinders, which is good to see for Mandy Rose. She still has a lot of improvement that needs to be done in the ring. She held her own last night against Carmella. Carmella looked like the best that she can be, too, last night. I enjoyed these two, man. It was only about 5-6 minutes, I believe. But physical. They hit their marks. I enjoyed it. I know, weird. Mandy Rose, Carmella. But I liked it. I don't know. I'm not going to fucking justify it or defend me liking it anymore because I'm just in awe of that as you are. But for some reason, I just liked it. There was a physicality between these two. I really believe there's something going on further. And if not, then I'm fucking sold. I was worked. I like it. That was the end of hour one, I believe, guys. Yes, we go into hour number 2 now, and this is Shane McMahon Appreciation Night. Shane McMahon video package plays, followed by an Elias performance, but R-Truth interrupts it. As he comes through the crowd, he's being chased by Drake Maverick, and Maverick is grabbing a referee. He's holding on to a referee. So the chase is on, they get in the ring. Truth turns around and realizes it's just Drake. For once, he doesn't have a plethora of superstars after him. So he's like, I can handle Drake, and pretty simplistically, he handles Drake Maverick. 1, 2, 3, middle of the ring. That referee pins down Drake Maverick, and R-Truth, even though he's already the champ, he pins Drake Maverick just because. So he keeps his title, he starts celebrating, but then he quickly realizes Shane McMahon is standing behind him with Drew McIntyre, with Elias, and they're not happy. And Shane McMahon's on the mic still, and he's talking about, are you serious? You're going to interrupt a serious moment like my appreciation night for this? And it's basically a triple jumping at this point. Drew, Elias, Shane McMahon put a beating on R-Truth. A devastating Claymore kick by Drew McIntyre, and Elias is like, wait, that title's on the line, isn't it? Like even though it's considered, you can tell even the boys, a lot of the boys, like McIntyre last night smiling when Elias actually went for the pin, but a lot of the boys are even looking at it like just it's a title for the boys for bragging rights in the locker room. They're not even taking it to mean something like the Universal title or WWE strap. So that's why I tell people, calm down. The superstars are going to portray what this title means. Elias just looked at everyone else like, hey, it's on the line. I might as well take it. And Drew's like, fuck it, yeah, get on him. And Drew's got a little smirk and Elias pins him. And he holds up the title. He's like, fuck it. I'm the champ, motherfuckers. Elias pins R-Truth for the 24/7 title. And Shane McMahon stands over Truth. And he's like, you know what, Truth? We're going to make a little tag match, right? You're not done paying yet. You're going to take on Elias and Drew McIntyre later on tonight. And you're going to have a partner, don't worry, because we're going to put a beating on someone else too. And we're going to make that partner, Roman Reigns. So right there, my hamster is spinning upstairs, right? The wheel is spinning, the hamster's going in my dome piece, and I'm thinking, there's a chance R-Truth could still get that strap at the end of the night. So I'm intrigued by this, man, because we need Truth to get that title back. That title belongs with Truth right now. That, and on top of that, I'm enjoying watching his social media lately because it's keeping me entertained while I'm in line at Starbucks, which is many times throughout the day. So for personal reasons, I needed that strap back on R-Truth. So, I just love that whole segment, guys, and Elias picked up his first ever strap. Good shit for Elias, right? Although this has nothing to do with Elias. I'm sorry. I always said Elias deserves to be a major star in this company, and he should be. But this is about R-Truth, Elias. That title should be with him. So that set up in my mind what was to come, and we'll get to that in a minute. But first, but may I just say, guys, before I get to the next match, Shane McMahon stupidly suspended the 24/7 rule until after their tag match main event. That was not needed. The match was 20 minutes away at that point. Even if this is the first segment of the night, you didn't need to suspend the rule. All you have to do is leave the cameras off of him until the match, or end of the match, and then have something happen. Or have nobody come. It wouldn't have mattered. You get what I'm saying? It was a 20-minute time frame between Shane McMahon suspending the rule and Elias coming down for that match. Nobody would have suspected anybody coming down to the ring to take out Elias during that 15-minute match. I just don't like the fact that Shane suspended that rule until after the match, but it is what it is. I just wanted to throw that out there. I didn't like that. But we go on to the next match. This is Bayley taking on Lacey Evans. Charlotte Flair at ringside. Earlier in the night, we saw a little tea party between Charlotte and Lacey Evans. They're best buddies now. I do feel they would make a damn good tag team, so it was kind of fitting that they were together. It's two of Vince McMahon's blonde bombshells that he loves. Why not put them together, right? Bayley defeats Lacey Evans. There was a little bit of distraction for both Bayley and Lacey from Charlotte Flair, and this allowed Bayley to defeat Lacey Evans. And it was I was going to say a simplistic roll-up, but the way Bayley had Lacey Evans rolled up, ain't nobody getting out of that. That was a pretty badass roll-up. Good job on Bayley's part. Ever since Bayley has had that title, we have seen a new, improved, more confident Bayley, almost like we used to see in NXT. That's really cool to see. Post-match is the real fun really picked up for me, because out of nowhere, kind of shocked me, Lacey Evans attacked Charlotte Flair. I'm like, wait, you were just Tea Party best buds. And now Lacey's there's a mean streak in her. She's throwing some blows down on Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is able to get the upper hand. Now Charlotte Flair is out of her heels. When the shoes come off on a female, you know shit just got real. Charlotte Flair's laying in blows now on Lacey Evans. Refs are able to break it up. And you see this fucking just hatred in Lacey Evans' eyes. And you see in the eyes of Charlotte like, really? This is what we're doing already? I liked it, man. That was really cool to see. I don't know why. Again, just like Carmella and Mandy Rose, I didn't think that would entertain me. But there was a physicality in that match, and they did pretty damn good in the 6 minutes they were given, so I was okay with it. I loved Bayley Lacey Evans. The way Bayley rolled up Evans was fucking a badass roll-up, and then afterwards, Lacey Evans is attacking Charlotte Flair? Fucking A, man. We got some tension and turmoil in the ranks. So, interesting to see where that goes. Are they gonna try to be a team again? Or are we gonna see Vince's blonde bombshells implode on one another? Further going into the future. We'll see, man. And then we went into the tag team main event. R-Truth, Roman Reigns taking on Elias and Drew McIntyre. Listen, off the bat, I'm going to tell you guys just like I've been telling you. There was basically no reaction for Roman Reigns. Go back yourself. Don't just hate the Amplified Man because I'm picking on Roman. No, I don't mind Roman. I don't mind Joe, the character that plays Roman. The bottom line is, I don't even care if it's a heel turn at this point. He needs something done to his character. It's no longer a boo cheer reaction. It's people don't even give a shit anymore. You guys go back to when Roman Reigns' music hit last night. You watch the crowd because when his music hit, the camera was on the crowd. Half of the arena couldn't even care less to stand up. The other half of the arena, or at least a big quarter plus of that arena, ended up standing up, but you could tell it was a chore. It was like, all right, everyone else is in my section. You know what I mean? And then you had the half that was just like, all right, what are we, Roman? It's the truth. Go back and do your own research, guys. Check it out. I'm telling you right now what it was, man. That's not shade. I'm trying to make this more fun. If Vince McMahon is grooming this guy to be once again a main eventer like he already is, and he's grooming him to be another Universal Champion, or who knows, Vince might make him Roman 2 belts. He might have the WWE and the Universal, should they merge in the future. And if that's the case, then I want this guy to be much better than what he is now as a character. So that is a great concern that I have for Roman Reigns. The match, it was an okay match. Nothing special. The action really picked up toward the end of the match. And of course, this was Roman hitting Elias with a spear for the W. Did you expect anything else? The real fun here picked up after the match, where Roman hits Elias with another spear, just for making his life miserable the last couple weeks. But then he looks at Truth. The crowd starts realizing what's happening. Wait, the title, Shane McMahon said it's back to 24/7 after that match. Well, the match is over. Truth is in the ring. Elias is down and out. Roman knows it's a fun title that Truth has been taking really seriously lately. So Roman is like, Truth, get on him. And Truth is like, what? He's looking at Roman like, you're going to let me? And Roman's like, yes, that's your shit. You fucking really have made that something. Get on him. And Roman's fucking R-Truth is dragging over to him. He gets on him. And again, you listen, guys. I watched a couple of videos from inside that arena. Live video. And the crowd was so into it. And that is so cool to see. Because there's so many people on the online world, or here in the YouTube wrestling community, that are such miserable fucks when it comes to this title and the rules and this whole scenario with the 24/7 shit. And they just won't even give it a chance, and they're just hating on it, and they're just fucking, it's just miserable, right? And it's so cool to see everyone in that arena pulling for R-Truth. There's one video where the people making the video, they're yelling at the top of their lungs, Truth! Truth, go for it! Truth! And you can hear everyone else, and he gets on him, and everybody collectively in the arena, 1, 2, 3, fucking up in arms, man. R-Truth pins Elias, the first ever 2-time 24/7 title holder, man. As much as it's a joke, it's a jobber title, it's just for bragging rights. You know what? It's the most fucking entertainment WWE has given me in a long fucking time. And it's so cool to see R-Truth in that role. It makes it so much more fun, man. Drake Maverick, I hope it's not the end for him, man. I want Drake Maverick to up his game. More flyers. You chase him down now fucking wherever the fuck he is. Dropping his kid off at fucking school. You let the kid go, obviously. And then you chase that motherfucker to his local cafe. You try to pin him on the McDonald's fucking parking lot grounds. Or at the McDonald's ordering counter. I want Drake Maverick upping his game. And other superstars who are irrelevant. Think. Get creative. This is your chance to be something more than just a dude eating cake at catering. I love R-Truth, man. He is so fucking special in this role. Maverick played his role exceptionally. Hopefully that continues. Elias, he got his first ever title in WWE, and then he drops it. He takes a couple of spears by Roman Reigns. It is, I agree, a shame the way they're treating Elias, because I've said from day one, Elias should be a larger-than-life superstar. Not just a superstar, larger than life. The guy's got the charisma, unbelievable on the mic, and he can go in the ring. Why Vince McMahon pretty much gave up on him, I don't know. But I'm not going to hate R-Truth. In this scenario, man, that title had to go back to R-Truth. It fits him, it belongs on him right now, and it's gonna up the whole 24/7 game for everybody going forward. So that's how it ended, man. R-Truth holding up his title and Roman Reigns with a smile like, fuck yeah, man, we won the match, you got your shit back, and I'm gonna get my revenge on Shane McMahon come Saudi Arabia. So we fade to black, we go off the air. SmackDown as a whole? Oh, fucking good. Or decently good? I don't know. It's better than decent. I don't want to say full throttle good, because then I feel like I'd just be lowering my own standards. We all know there's a lot of holes that need to be filled. A lot of things need to be fixed. So it was borderline good, though. I'm not going to lie. I love seeing Carmella and Mandy Rose and the physicality that they had. Bayley's roll-up was just awesome. And then you see Lacey Evans already attacking Charlotte, and there was this seriousness in her face. That was really good. Shane McMahon's whole fucking appreciation night, maybe I could do without. But seeing the 24/7 title actually fucking take on a storyline within itself, that was cool with Elias and R-Truth. And obviously, Kofi, Kingston, and Kevin Owens. Just a damn good wrestling match. Just to even start off SmackDown. That was cool to see. So, obviously a lot of good. It looks like they're going to try to pump up Heavy Machinery. We'll see if they actually go full circle with them. Don't hold your breath, but at least they're giving Heavy Machinery, it looks like, a bit of a push. That's a positive. So we'll see, man. You know what I mean? I've seen much more tragic, in much more bad SmackDowns than the one we saw last night. Again, that was borderline good for the Amplified, man. I want to see more of that, but taken to a higher level in the future. We can do better than that. Resting on just decently good is not going to get you where you want to be. And I've said this time and time again. When AEW gets their television deal, if they start producing badass television, if you think you don't have competition, Vince, you're dead wrong. They're going to be. Set yourself up good now. Don't wait till then. Protect your own ass. So, last night was a start. They can do better. It was definitely fucking leaps and bounds better than that tragedy they called Monday Night Raw Monday night. I'll tell you that much. So I'll lay low on them for now. But we can do even better, man, and we should be. So, we'll see. Amplified, man. You know the deal. Look at that shit, man. We're going to the gym right now, though, man. We're going to get fucking even more leaned up, cut up, man. More badass. And then we'll raise some hell here in New York City. Why not? Right? It's the Amplified thing to do. I'll see you guys later this week with an impromptu video for sure, so keep your eyes out. Stay notified and subscribe, obviously. And then, the end of the week, the 18th ever podcast, BC's Pro Wrestling Amplified podcast. So, a lot more content coming later this week, guys. Much love from the Amplified man, and for now, check you.